Good evening. Good evening to all. Good evening. Okay, wait a second. Yeah. Oops. Good evening, like Ajay. Good evening, and also Anand Shrikar. Good evening. Monisha Moni. Good evening. Nagendra Kumar. Good evening. And Saran. Good evening. And Andana Agarwal. Good evening. Mahi. Good evening. And Sujita. Good evening. UB Jose. Good evening. Yeah. Good evening to all. Shivani. Good evening. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, wait a second, guys. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Ashwini, Lakshmi, Durga. Good evening. It's so much bright. I think the screen is very bright. Good evening, Siddhanta Bihara. Good evening, Venkatraman Reddy. Good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening. It's not stable. Yeah, Venkat Nagajanyalu. Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening. Sabir, good evening. Sudhagar, good evening. Okay, good evening, everyone. Hello. So once again, welcome to all. Welcome to the Business Intelligence Masterclass series. So today is a day 3. So in this particular session, we will see about the topic is SQL data extraction. Last session, like yesterday, once I wind up a session, I will told you, like I was told you, tomorrow session is SQL. So what is SQL? A basic thing. Just today we will discuss about the basic thing and also how to work with the SQL. I will show you on the example how can we work with basic commands, how can we implement, how to work with that. And yeah, good evening everyone. Good evening Shuvasni. Good evening Amu. Good evening. So this kind of basic things only we will discuss in today's session. Okay. So still on tomorrow and still tomorrow Thursday and Friday we will discussing basic things, how to prepare a data and how to implement that. This kind of things we will discover. And after the session, like after Saturday session, that means in day 6th session we will entering into a hands-on concept. Okay now. So last session we will completed with that what is data type and data sources as well as ETL process, like ETL basics. This kind of thing we will discuss in the last session. So today we will start with the SQL for data extraction. Okay, so the time. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so shall we start? So today concept is SQL for data extraction. First thing, SQL is the one of the database. So already we know about that, why the database is needed and how it is used. So the example for database, for example, how to say it? Yeah, before not like before. Still here also some post office is here, right? Post and courier is send it like if we have send it to our any kind of invitations or anything, we can send it to courier or post. So we can take that. Sorry, we can make information to create one particular letter or telegram. Like in any sad news, they are in before 20 years. They are give a telegram or postcard. So these kind of things we will set and pass it to information to others. So now the technology will improve. So we have some kind of technologies like WhatsApp. So some social medias are there. So we can easily contact with others. And mobile phone also is one of the best invention to contact with others, like long distance or short distance every people. So why I said this one means if we have some data, so we can share it to anyone's. For example, we have some group of data. So in that particular group of data, we need a one particular each thing. For example, means okay, we will take it our company into information info. Okay, so in our company, working like in our branch, there are nearly 50 plus people working here, right? In our branch, like Chennai branch only. So I need individual people's information, like details. So how many male people, how many female peoples, and what, who are all the senior, how many juniors. So this kind of details I need. So every time I cannot collect their resume or their profile, I cannot see, and each and every individually I can't refer. It's difficult to understand. It takes too much time, right? So what is that? I create another way. That is the database system. The database system is helpful to easily access the data as well as store it the data. Okay, now why? Because of I will convert the details, everyone details into the technical format, like visual, not like a visual. It's a technology like e format, right? So like that the data values and number format, not like number. Sorry, I confused some kind of details into the e format. In my system I will store that. So in the particular details I store it in my some database, so whatever whenever I need I can take and use that. So the SQL is one of the language to accessing the data in based on our convenience. For example, if I need some kind of peoples, for example technical team details only I need, so what will I do? Okay, Faisal, zoom okay, you missed the utterance. Okay, no issue. So every time we can send it the utterances like that. So every after 30 minutes or before ending the session, like wind up the session, we will share it attendance in the chat box. So kindly follow with us, then you can make proper like don't, you cannot miss the attendance. Okay. Okay, so now the SQL is easy to like was one of the mediator to help for accessing our data. So now I need technical data only. So I give us some commands. So I give us some commands in SQL compiler or SQL platform. Automatically is help to take the kind of details only. Okay. So this kind of thing I will show you, and for a small example today. In next upcoming sessions, we will briefly about like learn about how we can implement the SQL in our Power BI tool and also business intelligence tools and Tableau. These kind of tools, how can we implement that? Okay, we will see in upcoming sessions. First, what is SQL? Already told this. SQL is a structured query language. Is a standard language used to manage and manipulate relational databases, and it enables to users to access, create, and manipulate the data within within these databases through queries. So SQL is fundamental for database interactions, and it is utilized by various database management systems such as MySQL. Okay, so SQL is one of the language, programming language like Python, C++, and C, Java, like that. SQL is one of the language to accessing the data. So now the query is here. The query means our command. So what kind of detail we need, we can mention the command. Like command wise, we can give to a computer like that particular language. The SQL will help to extracting the data from the particular database. Okay, database here the database is nothing but some kind of files. So yesterday we see the database like data sources, files and databases, and then what the web data and cloud. So these kind of platforms is called as one of the web databases as well as data source. In that particular place we can extract the data. So we can extract the data and use it to our purpose or our work. So now next one is the benefits of using SQL database. So what are the benefits? So optimize the performance and seamless collaboration and clean and reliable data, easy to access and learn, and community support. First one, the optimize the performance means so if we have too much of data, so the unwanted data is also included here. So the process will take too much of time. Then only we can compress the data, like needed data only we can extract it and use to do our action and our purpose or our work. We can easily finish and make it fast to complete our work, right? So then the seamless collaboration means that also unwanted things we want to make. So unwanted process we also make. Okay. Then the clean and reliable data. That means these are similar like that, similar to our work. That means if I create one visualization means, so whatever I need one similar things. For example, that I need sales to our company. So last 3 months sales only I needed. So which department is get how much of sales, how many revenue is getting from the each department. These kind of details only I needed. So I can extract the data for last 3 months only. If I have a last 6 month or at least last 12 month, so this kind of data also included means it's difficult to classify us because they are combined with that. So department wise there are the data are combined or else randomly is combined the data. So this kind of process like these kind of mistakes or practices here, so it's take too much time to with me for me and to me anything, right? So then only the clean and reliable data is easy to access to our procedure to our work. So in my motto to create the last 3 months sales only, so department wise and in person wise how much of sales and revenue is here, that kind of data only I needed. So I take the last 3 months or whatever I based on my need, I can take the data and use that. That is clean and reliable, easy to access and learn. So how to easy so why we said is easy to access means there are simple line like single word also single line is helpful to make the data extract the data. Like for example the select or where or from, so this kind of simple words is easy to accessing the data. Once I show you, you can easily understand, right? So next one is community support. The community support means is the how can I say it? It is a group support. That means the updates are there. So some group of data is here. So I need a mention data. For example, I mentioned your particular person name. In that particular person, which department and how many revenue is here. In which what are the days they are give a revenue or sales like this details only. I can take that. So how can we do that? Based on the department wise, in this person we can identify. The person name wise he's a speed worker or in-person work or outside worker, so this kind of way we can identify the person and also department wise. That is community support. So these are all the benefits of using SQL. So the full and full the SQL is helpful to extract the data, right? So next one is a common use cases for SQL database. So there are four common things: the mission critical applications, business intelligence application, and data integrity and other types of apps like applications. So first one, mission critical application, that is helpful to financial system, payment process and other mission critical apps that are working with a highly structured centralized data, use SQL technology to support transaction and provide an added layer of security along the way. Okay, so then the business intelligence is helpful to what is the use of business intelligence? The mission critical application means in financial company and also payment process company like accounting, not accounting, the sales selling company, the Amazon, Flipkart, these kind of companies fix the rate also. The product is here and also the particular product rate also they are fixed. So they needed to analyzing the product wise or sale wise, they need analysis. So the SQLs to help to support. Okay, can you give real definition of business intelligence? Okay, so kindly wait. Venkatar Nagaraj sir, so kindly wait. So in end of the session, I will give explanation. Okay, so once I complete this session, and end of the session, I will give explanation. Okay, once you remind me. And yeah, so this kind of company is needed for analysis. The SQL to support to the company to extracting the needed data only. So they are not total analysis is difficult with their understanding or their revenue wise or The profit wise, this is difficult to this. So month wise or also 3 months once or 6 months once, the analysis is helpful to make the productivity to our company is helpful to that. So then only they are do that in the 6 months once or the 3 months once. The analysis process here. So the SQL is helpful to extracting some data only. Okay. So this kind of big company store it every data in a not like a format of a proper format order. They are in randomly the data product will be purchased, right? So once the first person will order into the one food product, so other person will order into the clothing, like what is that, fashion products. So other person will order in the home appliances. So the different products, the different person will be purchase that. So they are not orderly purchased, right? So every data is randomly added. So they are classified into the customer or selling product into the category wise or else price wise or the brand wise they are classified that. Okay now. So the SQL is needed to analyzing the structure these kind of data. Okay. So next one is the business intelligence. How that is our major concept. This only we needed, right? So across a wide range of industries, the BI analyst use relational databases to pull reports and make them available to operations, HR, sales, warehousing, and marketing departments for further analysis and decision making process. Okay, so already I said this. So the SQL to helpful to analyze the data and extract the data. Here what is mentioned here means those maximum of industries the business analyst or data analyst using the relational database system. DBMS is the database management system, that is RDBMS means relational database management system. This is the database system. It's helpful to store it the data based on the company wise. The database system is differ with the capacity or what is that? The volume of the database system is differ based on the company wise. Okay, so the data analyst or business analyst is helpful to make the data. The business analyst is to make the report. Their major work to create the report for their understanding for presentation to our growth of our company, right? So here the HR department and sales department and warehousing and marketing department is needed for this analysis because they are selling and what is that? Send it the products and send it the work to a customer or consumers. The HR to hiring the persons. So what are the department? How many sales is there? Based on the sales and productivity wise, the HR will hiring the persons, the hiring people for work. And the sales means the sales team will work with the based on the product count, how much of product and which product sell most. This kind of analysis is needed. The salesperson will work for that. So this kind of product is very less. So what will we do? So you work it more effort for the particular product or a particular department. So this kind of ways they are working like that. And warehousing and marketing department to sell it the product and sell it our work to a consumer or the particular target people. So they are also needed the some kind of what is that analysis of our company. So this kind of thing for decision making. So this kind of thing, the business intelligence, the SQL will be used for in business intelligence fields. So everyone's work to analyzing the data. So the business analyst or data analyst to before analysis the data, they are needed the extract important data only. They don't need unwanted data. Okay, so then only the SQL will help to make the proper data and needed data only. Next one is the data integrity. So that is helpful to data integration is app that work with the private sensitive data set and really the spelling mistake here. Yeah, on SQL technology to set well defined constraint and avoid data duplication and establish data integrity. This ensures that the data not only remains reliable and secure, but also the complies with the channel of atmosity and consistency and isolation durability, also known as ACID compliance. So the ACID is not needed, it is a different concept. Just we understand how the SQL will be used in this particular place. That understanding only enough for us. So don't confuse with the ACID compliances. That is another department of data integration. So we cannot entering into that. So other types of apps, the data integrity means that nothing but to secure our data. That is data integrity. So the private and sensitive data we can secure that. The SQL also, the SQL is helpful to avoid the duplication and also unwanted data combined with our original data. The skills to help to avoid this kind of things. That is data integrity. Okay. So other types of apps. So how does SQL will be work in other kind of apps, applications? So the apps that handle high volumes of structured data set but are not always required to be on really like really spelling really or really spelling mistake here on SQL databases to support periodic scaling and growth. So the SQL is major work to analyze or extracting the needed data only. So what kind of data we ask? We can asking the query to a SQL. The SQL will be extracting and classifying the data only. So every application will be working like that. In example, the ChatGPT is also here, right? The ChatGPT is given any kind of questions is answered to us, but the unwanted questions we can ask. So some kind of list of questions is already it's mentioned to the ChatGPT. So this kind of questions anyone raised, you can set this kind of answer. So like some kind of I don't know exactly. Some other related questions we can ask or unwanted or illegal questions we can ask, automatic ChatGPT give the answer to like I don't know about that, you can ask another question. So this kind of syntax like this kind of message will be give it with us because of there is no need. So already the training process they are given input for don't asking don't set the answer for this kind of questions. Automatically they are like avoid this kind of questions. Okay now. So this is the way the SQL also working here. So next one, types of databases. Okay, so before do that I forget one thing. So before entering the types database, so I will remind one thing. So we are offering one particular internship program. So already 30 plus peoples are bought this kind of internship. So thank you for that. So still tomorrow or tomorrow after you can get it the access for everything. Okay, like my completed 3 days videos and also recording videos and presentations. Now I'm not entering into the source hands-on, so you can get the presentation as well as my recording videos and your every access the WhatsApp group and also your confirmation letter. These kind of things you can get tomorrow or tomorrow after. Okay now, and thank you for that the particular 30 plus members and others also. I will mention this. If you are interested, kindly join with our 1 month internship program of this business intelligence. So what are the benefits are in this particular business intelligence internship? 30 days exclusive recording session and all presentations, downloadable source code and resources are provided, and exclusive 7 plus project codes with the downloadables are available. IET confirmation letter we will provide it, and 90 days of LMS course access and assignment plus task, and VIP community groups are available. High valued IET certificate, internship certificate we will provide it to you. Okay. So this is the thing. These are all benefits are presented in this particular internship. The registration fees is at 999. Already registration link we will share it to a chat box in comment box. So on the pinned comment also the internship link is here. So kindly check it and join with the internship. It's a limited offer. Repeatedly I said the coming 31st the offer will end. So don't miss this. Kindly use this offer. So this is the payment page. So once you click the link, you can get the payment page like this. You give your basic details and done with your payment. Earlier you can get the details. Okay now. Fine. So now we are entering into the types of databases. So there are 4 common main types is here. That is SQL Server, PostgreSQL, MySQL, and NoSQL. Like SQL, SQL both are same, right? SQL Server is the common server to apply the extracting the data. The PostgreSQL is used to big data concept. The big data means high volume of data wherever it is used. in that particular places the PostgreSQL SQL is using, and MySQL is helpful to relatable that means related database management system, that means RDBMS, relational database management system. Here the MySQL is mostly used in a startup company. There are like startup in beginners, start with beginners, they are using the MySQL. It's easy to learn and easy to access with that. And NoSQL is full and full working with the I will say like the MongoDB and UX. There is no using code, but one or similar line of coding is used. So the NoSQL is using in the particular places. So next one, the future of SQL. So what is the future is there in particular SQL? So what is the future will be there? That means how it's convert the SQL format. The future of SQL is in the cloud, which is why many organizations are now opting for cloud database over traditional on-premises solution. A cloud database is a database service that's been built and hosted on a cloud platform, providing the same functionality as an on-premises server, but with the infrastructure and scalability of cloud computing is working here. The already yeah, of course, the MySQL is open source. Then only I said is the helpful to beginners and also non-IT people also working easily learn with the MySQL thing like platform. Yeah, the cloud computing is the one of the cloud service, that is AWS, Drive and Google Cloud. These are all the examples for cloud computing. In that particular cloud computing, we can use to store it our data. So that also one of the database management system, right? So in the particular cloud computing also we can extract the data. So on the future, what we said means the SQL is available in this direct platform of cloud computing. So in the particular cloud computing places, we can easily directly access the data. That is the why the future of SQL is said to it here. Okay, fine. So now, so this is the thing. This is the basic of SQL. So here I will show one example of this SQL, how it is SQL work and how to extract the data. I will using the online compiler of SQL. I will show you. Okay. In then upcoming session, we will see the example of SQL, how to implement in a business intelligence concept. Now I will search with the SQL compiler. Here, right? Okay. So now I will open one particular thing, like one online compiler, and show you how it is work. So one or two people already you know about this. So once I said to for common people. Okay, already some examples will be showed here. So now there is only three to four commands is needed to extracting the data. Okay, now so here already select and from. So there select means what are the data you select and where you will get it from. That is the thing. So here the three common tables are there. One is a customer details, the basic customer details, and the orders and the shipping is mentioned here. Okay, so now already he mentioned the first name and the age. So from the customer table is here, and the output will be showing like based on the customer's first name and okay. Customer first name as well as showing based on the age wise, right? So now I will take remove this and I will give it to the next thing, the orders. I using these orders. So I give the item and amount of this particular item. Okay, I'm sorry. And get it from the orders table. So here already the example data are mentioned, right? Orders. So once I run the SQL, it's extracting the details. Now you can see properly. Okay, I cannot import this. Okay, full screen this one. Here you can see So based on the amount and item, the particular product name wise, it's extracting. Now selecting items, item and amount only. The where will I get the items like this kind of column names? From the orders data set, like orders table. Now I give it this shipping. Okay, if we change it the order or like data name, I give it to the shipping means I getting error or no output is here. Okay, run this one. Now it's mentioned to the no such column and item because the shipping table is having status and customers only. So now here also I will changing the details like the name, like I give it to the status. If I run this one, so what is the status only? So based on the shipping ID wise, how many customers is pending, is the shipping is pending, or how many customers delivered. Here the pending and delivered, and once again pending and delivered. I give the customers also, the customer details also is mentioned, customer count. If I again run this one, it executes the customer count also. Okay, this is from. So next one I give it to the where. So the where command is helpful to, I mentioned particular word, the particular word is where it is presented. Okay, so where of amount is equal to, oh sorry, okay, change it this everyone, right? Okay, I give it to the using the customer. Okay, amount of customer, the customer is equal to 5. We mention the 5 and run this SQL. So where the 5 kind of number is mentioned in the particular table, that particular data one is extracted. Here the 5 count of customer is having pending shipping. The shipping details is pending. The product, like the delivered product, is not sent it to them. Easily understand. I will give that another thing that like we can using. Okay, so we can take this one. So the orders we can take is easy to understand, right? So item, comma, amount. Here the names is the orders, right? Here is the amount or customer. Same customer is here now. Customer ID. Okay, customer ID wise I will show customer ID. Where the 4 kind of number is mentioned, the particular data are listed out here. Like that means extracted. Here the keyboard and the mouse is having 4. Here see the table, that is 4, 4. Okay, you once you see that, now you see the details. So 4 and 4. So the keyboard and mouse is having 4. So the amount and item name is mentioned. If I give it the 1 means where the 1 is here, that particular detail only extracted. Okay, wait a second. Here the keyboard is having 400, that is 1. Okay, you cannot see this because in my interface is hiding that. Okay, so this is the way you can classify, like extracting the data. So this is the way the SQL will be work. Okay, if I give the limit also is here. The limit is helpful to how many count of rows is displayed. I give that 4 means it's, I run this one, there is not exit because of already I fixed that first order only is here. Hide this. Here the orders rows is having 5 kind of row, the data rows is here, but I limit into, give the limit is the 4 only. So only 4 details only is mentioned. So randomly the 4 details is mentioned, right? Or first 4. If I give it 2 means the first 2 rows only is mentioned. Run this SQL. So the first 2 rows is here. The keyboard and the mouse, the 400 amount of each product. So this is the way we can mentioning the product, like using the SQL. Okay. So just like using the online compiler. So once we are entering into, okay, wait a second. Yeah. Once we are entering into a business intelligence concept. So in that particular concept, how can we implement the SQL and use the SQL in our business intelligence tools? So here I will explain you. So today that's it. So this is the way we can see the SQL. So today we can see the SQL basics and also data extraction of SQL. How can we do the data extraction in SQL? This is the thing we can see. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. Yeah, day 2 attendance is once the done. We cannot share it once again that. So don't worry about that. So if you miss 1 or 2 days attendance, there is no problem for your participation attendance. The minimum attendance of the participation certificate is needed 18 days, minimum 18 days. So kindly make it that. So don't miss that attendance, and after sending the attendance or after miss the attendance, don't ask with us, because once it's clear, like once the attendance will be sent it to that, we cannot replace that. So kindly follow our session and also give your attendance properly. So now if any queries or any doubts, you can ask, or else we can wind up this session. Okay, Srinivas, you can ask how to extract the field from both. Okay. So if you want, you can combine the two kind of tables, like two different tables, you can combine with each other. You can easily extract that, because there is the two different tables, right? So we cannot mention the one table name, and also we cannot extract in the another items. The table name and also selected items. The selected items once present in the particular table, then only we can extract. If not present means we cannot extract. If you needed both things means, wait a second. So once again you can give separately, you can give the items, select the items. So once again give the command like query like a select and mention the particular thing, the first name. Where is that? Yeah, the first name. And once again you give it to the from the table name, that is customers. So this is the way you can extract. Once you run this one, so there is two table will be mentioned like this. So first table is then first output, that is order table output. Second one is then second output, the first name, the John, Robert, David, John, this kind of thing will be executed. Okay, fine. So anything else? So anyone have a doubt, you can ask, or else you can leave. So don't forget to give your attendance. So day 3 attendance already we can share to comment box, and the pinned comment is also having the day 3 attendance. So everyone kindly give your attendance. So don't, once you forget that, and don't ask in next session. So we cannot share because it's a day wise scheduled. Once the day will be completed, we cannot replace that. So don't forget this. Xiaomia, just now I said, so already that 2 days you lost. So don't worry about that. So here, starting with here today, you can follow up your attendance. Okay, here the day 3 attendance we can share. So don't forget you give today's attendance. Okay, so you leave with the today's attendance. Bharatra sir, thanks for nice introduction. Okay sir, thank you sir. So anyone is having any kind of things, you can ask, or else we can wind up. In your mail ID? No, we cannot share it in mail. Yeah, speaker. So once again I repeat that, so you can leave it there. Oh, SAP training. Yeah, Amar, already you asking this one. I forget. Okay, so now So you give it time. So tomorrow you will inform me. I will inform. Okay. I don't know the SAP training is available or not. So once I check it that. Okay. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you. So thank you for your attention. So if you have any queries, kindly note it this kind of contact number, contact details, and you can contact anytime. Or else in next live you can asking your doubts in live session. Okay, now. So thank you all, thank you so much. We'll meet with the next session and see you. Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you, Karthik Selvaraj. Thank you. So tomorrow topic is okay. Yeah, tomorrow topic is API. So what is API and how it is used? So this kind of details we will discuss in next session. APIs and metrics. We will discuss about that. Okay, thank you all. Thank you, Shivani. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.